Hi. So, as a superhero fan, I feel like I'm obligated to say something in response and rebuttal to such critics or people who see movies like Batman versus Superman and call it like boring somehow or unrealistic or anything. This goes for any superhero movie that has ever been released. Some of them are really bad, but others, like Avengers and most of the things in Marvel that they're getting very right recently. You can't go see a movie about Spider-Man and then complain about all the things that were unrealistic in the movie about Spider-Man. You have to learn how to go watch a movie within context of itself. Really, you're going to see a movie about a Spider-Man. A man that is a spider. Some guy sitting in the theater like, well, he'd never climb a wall like that. Or then you got these. I don't think Batman would say that. You don't think Batman would say what he just said? How do you know what Batman would say? Are you Batman? Are you Bruce? Are you listening? I think that Zack Snyder's doing an incredible job with opening up this DC universe. In Batman vs. Superman, which I enjoyed thoroughly, I thought the storyline was set up beautifully for the next 10 movies to come out, especially with the Justice League. But some critics said that it was boring. There was action during the action, and the storyline leading up to that, I was hanging on every word. Couldn't wait to hear what was going to happen next or how the story was going to develop. So how can you... Some people, our attention spans are just way too short these days. You probably already stopped watching this video. But all of that storyline before the end of the movie is absolutely necessary in setting up all of the action. Because if the movie was just all action, you'd all be complaining about, wow, there's no storyline. You all need to learn how to go watch a movie in context of itself and not ruin it for yourself. Be the hero for you. You can't get hung up on one thing. Oh, that building wouldn't fall that way. That girl wouldn't be there. You can't get hung up. What about the rest of the movie? What about the rest of it? The other 2 hours. And you can't go into other movies comparing it to another movie. Like, you can't go in there comparing Chris Nolan's Dark Knight to the Ben Affleck Batman. It's different. Both great stories. Naturally, you want to compare it, but the storyline is different. Nolan made a very realistic Batman, which was amazing. And there were people that complained about that. Then you have the Ben Affleck Batman, who I love. Yeah, I think it looks amazing. All the fighting scenes were great. I was thoroughly entertained. Go enjoy the movie. You can't nitpick. If they made Wolverine was able to fly all of a sudden, then I understand being a fan. That's just that ain't right. But that's not what happened. Just stop complaining. Or make the movie yourself. No one's ever happy. You can't please everyone, is my point. And really, it is not at all anywhere close to as bad as people say it is. Whether it's Batman vs. Superman, or The Dark Knight, Chris Nolan stuff, or The Avengers, or anything like that. All of these movies and the storylines are being very well done. And they're connecting the rest of the DC and Marvel universe to the entire storyline. How cool is that? That's so cool. Okay, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. I love Batman.